How did I get here? Riding more than 400 miles on a bicycle was taking a toll on me. Yet, I was happy. Why? Because I chose to challenge myself. That guy is me. And one day, I decided to do something out of my comfort zone and took a bus to Canada with the sole purpose of coming back on a bicycle from Montreal to New York City. With no help, previous experience, or anything. Just me, two pedals, and my resilience. I pushed beyond my known limits into the unknown and somehow found a way to make it through. But despite the doubts and obstacles, I was inspired to do something unforgettable, and hopefully my story can inspire you too. So please, follow me along on this journey as I find my way, set up my bicycle, buy some provisions, and start this journey. But this was my first time in Montreal, and I wasn't going to leave without enjoying this city. So before I hop on my bike southbound, let me show you, through my eyes, the city of Montreal.
Feet don't fail me now. Take me to the finish line. All my heart it breaks every step that I take. But I'm open at the gates. They'll tell me that you're mine. It's like I told you, honey. Don't make me sad. We were born to die.
Montreal to New York City is about 375 miles away, but my bike route is about 400 miles, which I plan to ride in 5 days with an average of 80 miles per day. And after buying my provisions, it was time to leave. With my gear all set and loaded, I had to get used to the heavy weight of my bike. So I did some drills, got lost, and found my way multiple times. Did some sightseeing. Had some technical problems. And a lunch break. Here, eat some more. I want you to go there. I want you to go there. Okay, this one is for real. Mine, 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 mine. Mine, 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 mine. Mine, mine, mine. But at last, Chalet du Mont Creole, the place I'll start from. Already a few hours behind my schedule, I had to change and adapt. So instead of riding 80 miles today, I'll ride until the border. Making my way through the crowd, down the hill, and into the city.
I don't want to steal your freedom. I don't want to change your mind. I don't have to make you love me. I just want to take your time. I don't want to wreck your Friday. I ain't gonna waste my life. I don't have to take your heart. I just want to take your time.
I've been going like 4 to 5 miles per hour according to this. It's 6 p.m. now, it's the makeup time.
I don't want to steal your freedom. I don't want to change your mind. I don't have to make you love me. I just want to take your time. I don't have to meet your mother. We don't have to cross that line. I don't want to steal your covers. I just want to take your time. Oh, 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 I don't want to go home with you. Oh, 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 I just want to be alone with you. I don't want to steal your freedom. I don't want to change your mind. I don't have to make you love me. I just want to take your time. I don't want to blow your phone up. I just want to blow your mind. I don't have to take your heart. I just want to take your time. No, I ain't gotta call you baby. I ain't gotta call you mine. I don't have to take your heart. I just want to take your time.
"30 miles away from Montreal, 20 miles away from the border. I was somewhere in Saint Jean-sur-Richelieu, with no service and afraid to losing my route. I want to fight through the night, but starting over again in the morning was the better option.
So it's 6 a.m. Damn, 6 a.m. and people are already in a rush. My ass is killing me. My dick wants to kill me too. So does my knees and my back. Oh well. Can't believe I'm making it.
Finally crossed the border, and I guess
Total distance 25 miles. Total time 3 hours 7 minutes and
Little
3
do you
seconds.
know how I'm breaking while you fall asleep. Little do you know I'm still haunted by the memory. Little do you know I'm trying to pick myself up piece by piece. Little do you know I need a little more time.
I'll wait, I'll wait. I love you like you've never felt the pain. I'll wait. I promise you don't have to be afraid. I'll wait. Love is even here to stay. So lay your head on me. Little do you know, I know you're hurting while I'm sound asleep. Little do you know, all my mistakes are slowly drowning me. Little do you know, I'm trying to make it better piece by piece. Little do you know, I love you till the sun dies. Oh wait, just wait. I love you like I've never felt the pain. Just wait. I love you like I've never been. I'll wait, I'll wait. I love you like you never felt. So lay your head on me. Lay your head on me. So lay your head on me. 'Cause little do you know I Love it till the sun dies.
On day one, I struggled to make it to the border. And on day two, I struggled with the rain. I was 1.5 days behind my schedule. But despite that, I couldn't pass the opportunity to do a little detour to see how far I've come and to see what lies ahead. I had to go through the Adirondack Mountains and climb New York State's highest mountain, Mount Marcy. But as beautiful as this day was, it was hell. It was experience. After biking up the hills for hours, I found myself 1,700 feet above sea level, an altitude as high as New York Freedom Tower, all on my own. With lots of more hills up ahead, the wind was playing a bigger role up here and slowed me down even further. But things were about to get even worse for me.
So, nothing's going according to plan. I made another mistake, a terrible one. Turns out, yesterday, when it started to rain, I had to do a little search for a hotel to stay overnight. And this morning, when I left the hotel, I have to redo my search. But I didn't take too long. But now it turns out I'm supposed to be the place where I want to go, behind that mountain, going that way. Right now, the route is going this way. If I want to go back on track, I have to go all the way around and then keep going that way. But the date's almost gone. That means I'm probably 2 days behind. Fuck. I have no service, so I can't do a research. Can't do a reroute. So I have to do it by heart, by looking at the GPS. Let's see.
Unaware of how many extra hills or miles I've done, I've kept moving forward and around Mackenzie Mountain. After all that struggle, the amount of stars visible was unbelievably beautiful.
So
and
dark.
a perfect ending
Can't
to
see
this day. Last night, there were some wild animals running around in the woods. So today, I found myself a friend. Hopefully, he can keep me safe.
So what you think? Time to get out of here? Wait, what? You need to use the bathroom? Okay, I'll take you. Wait a minute. Are you a girl or a guy?
You've been a bad company. Sayonara. Have fun on the lake.
Wow, this is cool. Wow.
Can you see the street all the way at the end? No, that's how steep it is. Turn into this.
Total distance 66.99 miles. Total time 8 hours 23 minutes and 5 seconds. Split speed 5.0 miles per hour.
This is not a bike road. Definitely not.
I fell from my bike. I broke my rearview mirror and had a minor scratch in my hand.
Like ships in the night, you keep passing me by. We're just wasting time, trying to prove who's right. And if it all goes crashing into the sea, if it's just you and me, trying to find a light. Like ships in the night, letting cannonballs fly. Say what you mean and it turns to a fight. This fly from my mouth as it turns south. You're down the driveway, I'm on the couch, chasing your dreams since the violent 5th grade. Trying to believe in your silent own way, cause we'll be okay, I'm not going away. Like you watched it 14 as it went down the drain, and pops stayed the same and your mom swimed away. How many of our parents seem to make it anyway? We're just fumbling through the gray, trying to find a heart that's not walking away. Turn the lights down low, walk these halls alone. We can feel so far from so close, like ships in the night. You keep passing me by, we're just wasting time, trying to prove who's right. And if it all goes crashing into the sea, if it's just you and me, trying to find a light, like ships in the night. You're passing me by, you're passing me by, like ships in the night. I'm at the airport waiting on a second plane, had to pack and you cramps and I was late, headed to a red carpet. They won't know my name, riding in silence. All that we wanna say about to board when you call on the phone. You say I'm sorry, I'll be waiting at home. Feels like we're burning this out on our own, trying to find a way down a road we don't know. Turn the lights down low, walk these halls alone. We can feel so far from so close, like ships in the night. You keep passing me by, we're just wasting time, like ships in the night. You're passing me by, you're passing me by, like ships in the night.
Sun has not breaking yet, but at least it's not too dark. You can't see the stars anymore. Do something. Just eat. Traffic just keeps increasing. 3:30 p.m. and I put 50 miles of distance behind me since the morning. 88 more miles to go, but I won't stop until I'm there. Today will be my longest ride, the ride back home.
Eyes on fires and signs, I'm taken by a nursery rhyme. I wanna make a ray of sunshine and never leave home. No,
But there was still one more mountain left to go.
I'm sorry, I don't speak couch.
No amount of coffee, no amount of crime, no amount of whiskey, no amount of wine. No, 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 no. Nothing else will do. I've gotta have you. I've gotta have you.
After biking through the dark for hours, I was already exhausted and still far away. I wanted to stop and rest, but I fought my worst demon, myself, and just kept pedaling and kept pedaling.
No amount of coffee, no amount of wine, no amount of whiskey, no wine. No, 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 no. Nothing else will do. I've gotta have you. I've gotta have no amount of coffee, no amount of crime, no amount of whiskey, no amount of wine. No, 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 no. Nothing else will do. I've gotta have you. I've gotta have you. I've gotta have you. I've gotta have you. I've gotta have you.
This was it. After biking for 24 hours with no sleep, I was in time to see the sunrise from the Brooklyn Bridge. My final destination right in front of me. I had never been this tired before. This was by far the most challenging week of my life. And what was the reason? To tell you the truth, it is still hard for me to answer why. You see, there is not one main reason that made me do this. Instead, there are only small reasons that when I put them in a balance against my fears, worries, and excuses, far exceeded the I can't mentality. I enjoyed this challenge far more than what I expected, and without a doubt, there's no place like home.